What's good, everybody? Your boy, the Soloist. I'm back and I'm ready to go. I finished upgrading all my new content, my backgrounds, my thumbnails, my descriptions, everything. I took like 2-3 days. I disappeared, man. Disappeared. Now I'm back at it. We're about to go in. Arex Gaming posted an update video, a news update. So you know it's not just one thing. There's just so many things that probably hit him at one time. He was just like, yo, let me get all of this out in one video. Like, there's no other way. So you know there's no other way for us to watch it but to watch it through that, through him, through this video. Some of the things that he mentioned in this video that he's up, that has come to light, that we are coming to see. One, new mantle. So we already seen like the mantle that makes you jump higher. We've seen another one that makes you have like strength and like kind of like super armor type things. There's more mantles. We got elder dragons that I've seen as part of the preview. What else was there? I don't even know, but we're gonna find out in this video, guys. We are going to find out. I'm losing my breath, but we're gonna get in this video. We're just gonna jump straight into this video. If you guys like the content, you guys like everything that I've done, check out my old videos, check out these videos, see what I've done that that have changed. I'm trying to put out the best content for you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Without further ado, let's jump into it. These Soloists, let's get it. Alright, let's go. Let's see what he got. I'm ready.
What's going on, guys? Arex here. Welcome back to another Monster Hunter World
What's
video.
up, Arex?
In today's video, I wanted to put together a quick news roundup because over the past few days there have been various bits of information coming from different outlets. If you guys haven't already seen, then Game Informer currently have a month-long exclusive cover story for Monster Hunter World. Next month, I think it's like 3 or 4 times a week, they're dropping some new information. They've currently shared some of their initial hands-on impressions.
3 or 4 times a week? So, yo, we have to be really got to be on the ball for this one.
With Tokura and Ryozo, where they basically asked them 60 different questions and got some really cool answers from them. Plus, on top of that, there was also a recent Famitsu article and some information that's come from the official Japanese Twitter handle. So I figured in this video, I would just condense all the most information you guys
this is why I love this guy.
If you missed anything, then you have it
not like that though.
I will of course have more stuff from my Osaka trip next week.
I mean, it's cool if you roll like that.
Let's just news. So if you do enjoy this, like, be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions, but let's get started. So first things first, I will link in the description box down below the Game Informer Monster Hunter Hub. The next update for that is going to be on November the 13th. But of course, if you bookmark that and you keep an eye on it, you can stay up to date on some of the most recent information. Plus, you can actually catch that interview that I spoke about. It's a really, really good interview. It's kind of funny as well. It just sort of shows some of the passion from the developers. So I highly recommend checking that out.
Alright, so we'll definitely go check that out for sure. Don't worry.
First, egg quests are making a return.
Hey, I hated those quests, man.
Egg quests have a rather special place in a lot of Monster Hunter fans.
I forgot about those quests, though.
And also a completely different kind of hell. If you guys don't know what they are, then basically in the past, you would typically have gone to, say, a monster's nest. You would then go and pick up an egg, and you will then need to take the egg back to the base camp. Now, bear in mind, while you're carrying an egg...
Yeah, so hold on, guys. If you don't remember anything about this, oh my god, and you've never played Monster Hunter, egg quests are literally the worst quests you could friggin' do. Like you said, you literally have to travel the entire map looking for the nest egg, or like the nest of the dragon that you're trying to find, or the creature that you're trying to fight, and steal the eggs basically while everybody's attacking you. And if you get hit one time on your trek back to your base camp, the egg breaks and you have to go back again. And I think you have to get like 4 of them in a quest, so everybody has to get one. And if you mess up, then you have to go again. People need to cover you. It's actually a pretty cool idea. I like it for that. But man, was it annoying.
You can't use your weapon, you can't roll, you can't really jump, and you basically just have to monitor your stamina, because if you run out of that, you also drop the egg. Plus, you also have to factor in there are monsters roaming around, and if you get hit, you also drop the egg. So as I'm sure you can imagine, they present their own challenges, because you can then get to the point where you're very near the end, you get hit by a Rathalos fireball, and you have to go and do the whole thing again.
That's pretty cool here that you see him sliding away from the Rathian. That's pretty cool, because before you didn't have any mobility options outside of running, and he said stamina. If you lose your stamina, you drop it. I don't remember that entirely, at least not in try, but I do remember your stamina having to be at a certain level for you to be able to like slightly run with it. So that's pretty cool here. I like that little cutscene that shows that you're able to slide with it at least. So
They're kind of funny and also painful at the same time. However, they are making a return in Monster Hunter World.
I like this.
They've made them a little bit easier this time. You can roll with the egg. You can kind of slide down hills with the egg.
Exactly.
And they basically made it a little bit more action focused. But it is nice to see that the quests are indeed making a return. However, one of those things is they will not be mandatory quests. I've spoken to you guys, if you saw my sort of 10 features video about the notion of, say, optional quests and bounty quests, then egg quests are effectively going to fall into that. So there will never be a thing you have to do. But if you want to kind of go out your way and do some of these optional additional quests, then you can experience them for yourself.
Right.
So
that's good.
Definitely making a return.
That's good.
On top of that, something else that came out of the interview, there will be more than one new Elder Dragon. Now, currently, we've seen what I believe to be 2. We know that Zoromagdaros is an Elder Dragon, and I believe that Nergigante is also an Elder Dragon based on the fact that the Scout Flares go blue.
Nergigante.
Which seems to kind of coincide with what they do around Zoromagdaros. So that's probably 2 already. But
okay, I don't know anything about any Elder Dragon, so if you guys want to update me, do that in the comments. It'd be greatly appreciated.
Really awesome. And again, for those of you guys that are new to the series, Elder Dragons typically present their own kind of challenges. They are often, slightly more difficult. They're things you typically fight further towards, say, the end of the campaign, and also you can't actually trap Elder Dragons, so you fight them in a slightly different way. Still, very, very cool. Normally have very cool armor sets. So definitely something to
so with the thing in Monster Hunter Tri where you had to shoot the long arrows and you kind of had to pack the arrows in and shoot them from afar, does that count as the Elder Dragon, the thing that went up and down through the sand? Can't remember the name now. If you remember it, let me know. In Monster
Hunter games, you would basically employ multiple cats. You would then send them to the farm. They would then work for you and then duplicate items, things like that. However, this time round, the one palico that you make at the beginning of the game, that is the only palico you will have. Now, the reason that's different is because in the past, you would get different cats. They would have different skills. You could then basically have, 20, 30 cats. You could swap them out. You could take out which ones you wanted to into the field, leave the other ones at home to
interesting.
Work or kind of
20 to 30
cats?
This time
round, the one you make during the character creation process is the
what
only
game
palico
was
that you will get. And as for the farm, it works a little bit differently, and I'll speak about that a little bit later in this video.
Okay.
The last thing I want to take from the Game Informer interview is that Puggy will be making a return. Again, for those of you guys new to the series, Puggy is a pig character that has, for a long time, been in Monster Hunter. It's a bit of a mysterious character because you can interact with it, you can pet it, and if you time it right, you get hearts above its head. It's for a long time been sort of theorized or speculated that it kind of gives you luck, but the developers have never actually said what Puggy does or does not do, so it is a bit of a kind of ongoing mystery.
Interesting.
I haven't personally seen it myself whilst playing in Monster Hunter. I didn't see it roaming around the town or in my house, which is typically where you would see it, so up until now I wasn't really sure whether it was going to be in the game, but they have confirmed in the quick interview that it is in the game in some way, shape, or form.
And if you've seen my Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, you'll see that the pig is in there in my first episode. If you're wondering what the pig looks like,
a little bit about Mantles. Now, in the Game Informer cover article, there is this screenshot here, which shows a hunter going toe-to-toe with a Rathalos wearing a brand new mantle.
Okay, let's see what we can gather from this, just our first instinct. So we see that the fire is there, we see the Rathian in the air, and we see someone what looks to be holding a light bowgun, and that there's fire on the ground. So maybe, the fire is burning. If you step on it, it'll burn too. But he's standing inside the fire, right? So maybe, the fire doesn't affect him, and I'm guessing this is one of the new mantles that allows you to have fire resistance to anything that is on the ground. So, I mean, it seems that's what it is. It would make sense. Maybe that's how you see it as well, hopefully. But we'll find out. I'm sure Arex will let us know.
This is a red mantle. It kind of looks a little bit like Rathalos' scales on it. And you can clearly see the hunter standing in the fire. Now, they haven't said what this mantle is, but if I had to hazard a guess, based on the fact that you're specifically standing in the fire whilst wearing this, I would be willing to bet it's some kind of fireproof or fire-resistant mantle.
Exactly. We're on the same page, Arex. Me and you, man. Me and you, man.
So that is another new mantle to add to the list. However, on top of that, there was another one shown on the official Japanese Twitter account, and that is this one.
Let's see if we can get this one, as Arex has mentioned. So we see the Barioth looking thing. I don't know if it's Barioth. Excuse my names. It's been a long time for me. If you know the name, again, let me know. So we see that, I don't know, what weapon is he holding? I can't even tell. The scales look like the scales of the bird. That new bird in the game. What can I gather from this? He's close. He looks like he's about to get hit. But he's not scared. Maybe the rocks. It looks like the monster will be able to shove rocks or throw rocks. Maybe it's resistance to anything projectile. I don't know. I really have no idea on this one.
the health mantle. I'm not entirely sure whether that's the exact name for it, but
Health
essentially
mantle.
this kind of works like a second life bar. When you wear it, it allows you to take a certain amount of damage before it breaks, and then once it breaks, it then goes into cooldown, and then you're back to your health bar. And the actual description says it basically amounts to essentially another life bar. So think of it like having two of those.
Really?
It'll be kind of useful for those of you guys that are new to the series. Maybe you've never fought a monster before.
Really?
You've learned its move patterns. And its
Really
around,
now, that is
and then it means you can take a
crazy.
couple of extra hits before
That is,
you have to.
imagine having an extra health bar in the game as a mantle. That is, I like it because it rivals the jumping one. Because at this point, I think most people would want to have the ability to jump higher, especially with any sort of weapon. We saw in one of the earlier videos on this channel that you have the ability to run off walls, kind of, or run off certain types of walls and sort of jump off and do a move. So it's not that far of a stretch that a lot of people would want to jump in the air and do their move as well, right? So I think most people would choose that mantle unless you're going to be a serious tank. You'll definitely want something where you can resist or take less damage. I think there was a mantle for that. But I think for the most part, this rivals very much the one that allows you to jump higher and hover in the air. So an extra health bar is pretty appealing. I might consider that depending on which weapon set I end up choosing by the end of it. So
actually start chipping into your own life bar, and you can then work from there. Bear in mind, all mantles, they will have a point where they'll break, they'll go into cooldown, so you can't just use them indefinitely. This isn't going to suddenly give you infinite life, but it is a chance for you to, if you're struggling, throw something on to give you a little bit of extra survivability. So with that in mind, that then brings the total mantles currently that we've had confirmed up to 7. We now have the Ghillie Mantle,
7?
which allows you to hide from monsters. The Challenger Mantle, which allows you to...
Oh yeah, we just looked at 3 right now. Yes, that's right.
Mantle,
That's right.
Which allows you to take a few hits without flinching. The Glider Mantle that you can use to fly through the air and ride the wind torrents in the Coral Highlands.
That's the one.
The Waterproof Mantle, which we've kind of sort of seen in passing, which is basically like a waterproof one / also allows you to move slightly more smoothly through mud. The Health Mantle, and also that other one, which I'm assuming is a heat-resistant mantle.
Health mantle right now seems to
finally,
be the one, or the gliding one.
Now I'm only going to call out a couple of things from here. Gaijin Hunter actually did a really good video on this. He always does this where when a new Famitsu article comes out, he reads through the whole thing. So I'll link you his video in the description box down below. He basically went through all the new pages, lots of cool information in there, but there are a couple of things I want to talk about very specifically. First things first, Arena Quest, they are going to be making a return.
Yes!
Hunter Hub.
Arena Quest is where it's at, though.
Play Arena Quest or try them out for myself, but they were at the desk.
Arena Quest is where it's at, though.
Series Arena Quest will pit you against a certain monster with preset gear. So instead of taking your own gear and your own weapons into it, you will typically load into it, and there will normally be, say, 5 configurations. It might be like this armor set with a heavy bowgun, this armor set with a greatsword, this armor set with a longsword,
right?
And you have to pick one of those armor sets to go into the quest, complete it. You are then timed, and of course you then get rankings based on your timing. So they're a cool challenge. Sometimes they have things you can unlock as a result of them, but they are a really cool thing to do. So as you progress through the game and you fight new monsters, you'll get things added to the arena, and it's just a chance for you to challenge yourself. But on top of that, they will also have special time attack quests.
I love doing quests like this. I mean, arenas like this.
It's really awesome because in Japan, they actually kind of make a sort of competition out of Monster Hunter. They have like Monster Hunter Festa, where people will go down and try and complete arena quests as quickly as possible, and they actually have this as like an ongoing competition. It's never something that's actually got outside the West, but having global leaderboards is now a chance for people outside Japan to kind of compete in this sort of similar style tournament.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Arena quests, I keep saying quests. Arena battles are one of the things that my friends and I used to play, and it was a chance to actually test your skills and test your two-man, teamwork. That's one of the things that I really loved about this. But damn, worldwide, I like the idea. Japan's are always sort of one step ahead in a lot of things at the very least. But yeah, no, that is a pretty sick idea. I'd like to see the leaderboards for it. Maybe even watch, some people go at it versus certain monsters. I'd love to be able to watch some streams like that. So definitely, maybe do that on this channel. That's cool. Yeah. Anyway.
On top of that, there are a few pictures in the Famitsu article of the farm, but as mentioned, I will show you guys that in a video next week. But essentially, the farm is a chance for you guys to multiply or duplicate certain items. So let's say if you wanted more honey because you want to make mega potions,
right?
Then you can put them into the farm, use like a fertilizer item to increase your duplication rate, and then when you go off on quest, you come back, say, 3, 4, 5 quests later, and you've got a bunch of honey, so you didn't actually have to go and gather it yourself.
Exactly, and that was cool.
The alchemy pot is also going to be making a return. However, different to last time, instead of using it to make charms, you'll instead now use it to make consumable items and bowgun ammo. And then as it's leveled up, you can also use it to craft
bowgun ammo.
Decorations are things that you put into slots in your armor.
I'm gonna be a bowgun user. Why am I lying to myself? Why am I lying to myself? I'm gonna be a bowgun user, man.
However, that seems to have changed this time around. Plus, you can also get decorations as quest clear rewards. So it seems like they're changing the way that those actually work now. So, you know, obviously you have talisman, you can upgrade. And now you'll, of course, have decorations, which you can get from the alchemy pot and also as rewards. So, for the time being, that's pretty much it. That is a roundup of some of the most recent information. Again, there are some
thank you, Rips.
Game Informer Hub, so you can stay up to date on some of their Monster Hunter World coverage, the interview, the quickfire interview, and of course, also Guys and Hunters video on the Famitsu article. But for the time being, that's it. Stay tuned. I'll have more.
All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's a lot. That's a lot of good information.
Take it easy.
So there we have it, guys. That is the update. There was so many things in that video that I had no idea about. Maybe you guys knew all of that already. Maybe you guys are more up to date than I am. That is completely fine with me, because right now I'm still excited for this game, and I have more reasons to be excited than I ever was before. Some of the things that he talked about was the pig. If you don't know the pig, I mentioned it a couple of times. The pig is one of those stupid little things. Like, I don't understand how it even made it into the game in the first place, but I cared for that pig. I mean, at the beginning, I didn't even care. I was so annoyed. I think it even was able to block you when you moved. It was like one of those NPCs that was just annoying because you had to like move around it and things like that. To the end of Monster Hunter Tri, where I was actually like feeding the pig and clothing the pig and making sure like I pet the pig before I go out on missions. Like, it was the weirdest thing. I'm sure anyone who played Monster Hunter will know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's pretty cool that the pig is coming back. Again, if you never played before, it won't make a big, difference to you. But you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, how I'm feeling right now when you actually do play Monster Hunter World. Again, go ahead and leave your PSN in the comments below. I'm looking to play with anybody who's part of Team Solo, anybody who's ready for Monster Hunter. So again, don't forget to leave your PSN in the comments below. They also talked about the arena in this game. The arena, like I said, is one of those things I played with my friends over and over. I used to fail over and over again. I remember like my health bar used to be like super low, and I'd tell my friends, I'm like, yo, get his attention, so you'd have to come grab his attention while I go over and I get my chicken, whatever. I'm making my chicken, I'm cooking it, hoping that the monster doesn't come and things like that. So it's a cool feature. I like the fact that they how do I say it? The Japanese had actually made a competition out of it. I think that's really cool. The time limit, whoever has the best time, sort of wins a prize, or have like a tournament style with that. I think that works out pretty well. And again, I would love to watch some sort of streams like that. I would love to. Let me know if you would as well. Another thing they talked about in this video was the egg quest. The egg quest is, again, stupid and so annoying. I do like the change from making it a mandatory quest to a quest that it's optional. It's one that you can do if you so choose. I don't know anyone that would choose it outside of nostalgia reasons, outside of the reason, that they just want to try every single quest, they just want to experience every single quest, or just bring themselves back, do a quest that they wouldn't otherwise do, maybe a little bit break from the progression, try something different. So I like the fact that it's in the game, even though it is optional. I like the fact that they kept it in the game for that reason. And I think the most exciting thing about this for me is that they have extra mantles. They're having more mantles. We looked at the fire resistance one. We look at the health, the one that supposedly gives you an extra bar of health. Those are two mantles that are very nice. I think a lot of people will choose those. I think it separates or it spreads out everyone just choosing the jump higher and the floating mantle that there is. And I think the takeaway out of all of this is that Capcom is working extremely hard. It's not like the game is coming out in 2 months. They're just working on promo, making sure everything works so smoothly. No, they're still very much in development, closer to the last 2 or 3 months. They're probably going to go all the way up to the deadline, trying to push as much content, and I love this about them. I love that content. I love the hard working, because this game has achieved so much in the last 10 years, and they're not relying on the legacy of the past. They're trying to push the limits of it, and I love Capcom for it. But I think this will conclude today's video. welcome back. Your boy is back on this channel. We're going harder than ever. Go ahead and subscribe if you didn't subscribe. Go ahead and like if you didn't like. Go ahead and comment if you didn't comment. Go ahead and I think that's pretty much all there is in YouTube. Really, there's only like those 3 things anyways. But if you did all those 3 things, I mean, just enjoy your day, have a good life, and I'll see you guys in a later video. Peace.